Hello, 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 and welcome to Fluid Chronicles Day 17, my Florida journey. Happy Friday. This has been an up and down week. I would say it's been an up and down week. You got to take the high winds with the low winds and the lefts with the rights. I'll put it like that. I still have a smile on my face, and I thank God for that. That smile comes from my inner joy. Just because I smile, don't think everything is rosy, peachy, and always bright. But I try to find the brightness every day, some brightness. Try to find some brightness out of the day. Seek it out, find it. So I like to start with breathing. Now let's jump right in with some deep breathing to get this segment going. I'm not before you long. These are pretty brief segments. Sometimes I may go into 30 minutes, but usually just coming before you for a quick share, quick expressions, not rushing it, but not stretching it out either. Want more? Stay tuned, check out some old episodes, tap in, leave your comments, check me out on YouTube. Subscribe, share it with your friends, tell your family about it. Check out all of the different segments available on different topics, as well as on Facebook inside of the Iris's Shared Nuggets group and inside of the Iris's or the Queen Iris Writers Corner. A lot of good stuff in there, highlights of authors, some exciting stuff. So check it out, check it out. Don't miss to do the Friday self-care, care for self episodes. So check those out in the Friday author highlights, Friday's Corner author highlights. Check them out, check them out, check them out. See who's the highlight for today. And that's on Facebook. So let's get into some breathing. These breaths are given recognition of being given a new day. We will slowly inhale and exhale on a 4 count. And let me give you an example. Again, it's an inhale on 4 counts, hold, and an exhale on 4 counts and hold. First example, I will count. And then when we do the actual ones, let's count in our heads. All right, here's the example. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Do it again. Example, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold. Okay, so now we'll do the count in our head. You can close your eyes while you do this so that you can really be present to it. I do have meditation music playing in the background, so try to focus on that or directly focus on your breathing and make this a pause moment, intentional, and do these breaths. All right, here we go. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale, gentleness. And exhale, disruptions. Inhale, kindness. And exhale, weightiness. Inhale, wholeness. And exhale, brokenness. Now let's do another inhale, breathing in deeply through the nose, exhaling, blowing out through the mouth with sound. And inhale, and exhale. I hope that was as good for you as it was for me. Release. Feels good. You can do that any time of the day. Just pause, stop, be delivered. Deliberate, intentional breathing, deep, being present to it. And with every breath, being present to the breath, taking time to feel the breath enter and leave your body. It makes a world of difference. So today's gratitude share for me is, and every day, try to acknowledge at least one thing that you're grateful for. My gratitude shares for today, this morning when I wrote them down, was today I am grateful for all this day was designed to be a Friday all to itself, unlike any other, except that it's a Friday, but it's new to what it brings forth this day. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for an attention span that I can retain information and be able to recall it when needed. Excuse me. I am grateful for the ability to retain information. I'm grateful for, I said, an attention span that I can pay attention. I am ever grateful and ever thankful, full of thanks. Today's shared quote, and I share a scripture, a quote, and a claim it statement every day, and it's posted inside of the Irises Shared Nuggets group on Facebook. So you can find that daily, as well as you can go back and look at the old ones that's been posted. And on Fridays, I post the self-care, self-centered care first, with a care for self focus every Friday. Those are posted inside of the Queen Ivy Writers Corner. Okay, you can find those there. And I think I'm going to share today's. So today's shared quote is, to make a difference in someone's life, you don't have to be brilliant, rich, beautiful, or perfect. You just have to care. And that quote is credited to Mandy Hill. Today's claim it statement. The claim it statement for today is, I am committed to my work. I know I am making a difference in the lives of people. I am committed to my work. And I know I am making a difference in the lives of people. And that is the claim it statement for today. What is a claim it statement? It's a statement with intent and purpose that you can claim. When you say it, you own it. You put that I am in front. And that's why I've identified it as a claim it statement, a daily claim it statement, something that you are claiming, you are making a declaration of. So it could also be a declaration, statement of declaration. So my Fluid Chronicles share for today is I want to talk about surrendered. The word surrendered. Really believing in someone or something bigger and higher than self. I usually pick a word every day to tie in or relate in some way to the scripture of the day. And I'm going to share today's scripture so you have more relatable context to surrendered. We have to surrender to understand that there's something bigger than us. So believing in something or something bigger or higher than ourselves, higher than self. So I've been on, as you know, on this deep breathing and inner peace topic. And I think I'll be on it for a minute. uh, and I believe inner peace is a direct correlation with inner peace. And that inner peace comes from my higher being. For me, it is my belief in the creator that secures and grounds me. Even if I doubt, feel afraid of the unknown, if I feel like the ground is shaky, I don't believe I'm going to fall so hard that I can't get back up. See, I recognize that there is no promise that I can't or won't fall. So we can fall. And I have fallen hard. But the great thing is that I can get up and I believe it. And so no matter what try to knock me down, I'm getting back up. Is a perspective, a mindset, a deliberate thought. The creator has built a strength in me, in us all. And that strength is something that we can rely on. It shields you, it protects you, it covers you. It is that sense, the recognition that brings joy and inner peace. Everything we need has already been provided for us. And we have a built-in mechanism that triggers the right connection or connector needed for the circumstance, whatever we're facing at that moment or in that time or in that season. If we just trust it, it will connect, it will link, it will work out. We will have the answers. Now, is it as easy as it sounds? No. But when we truly believe and trust, have immovable faith, our needs will be met. So I said that I was relating this to the scripture. Today's scripture that I posted came from Mark chapter 8, verse 35. And I'm going to first read it in the King James Version. Mark chapter 8, verse 35, King James says, "For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. But whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it." Now, when I read that, so I've grown a little bit and become a little more familiar with the scriptures. But as I always share, the King James I look at as the original version, and then I need to go to the other versions sometimes for clarity, further explanation, or a little more details or to put it together or to apply it to me or to today. So one of my favorites is the Message Bible. So I'm going to read it from the Message Bible as well. And remember, I was saying that I'm relating this to the word I chose for today with that scripture, which is surrender. And so we have to surrender and remember that although God gives us free will and He gives us the ability, the Creator gives us everything that we need is already built in us, the mechanism, that we have to remember that it is the Creator that allows us to do and to be. And so we cannot, or it's not in our best interest, let me say that, it's not in our best interest to separate it, to remember that our will and our strength comes from the Creator, God. So here's that scripture in Mark 8 and the Message Bible. So when in the Message Bible, they usually group a couple of verses together to give more details or more explanation of the King James Version. And so for the Message version, it's verses 34 through 37. So chapter 8 in Mark, verses 34 to 37. And it reads, calling the crowd to join his disciples, he said, anyone who intends to come with me has to let me lead. You're not in the driver's seat. I am. Don't run from suffering. Embrace it. Follow me and I'll show you how. Self-help is no help at all. Self-sacrifice is the way, my way, to saving yourself, your true self. What good would it do to get everything you want and lose you, the real you? What could you ever trade your soul for? So that's a little more detailed and really breaks it down and puts it in context and made me think. And it's like, oh, okay. And it's a reminder that our strength comes from the Creator God. He makes it possible. And if we forget that, I think it's us all within our own strength, then that works against us. It's not in our best interest. And it's there's another scripture that talks about not being puffed up. Don't puff up yourself. Don't take God's credit. Remember where your help comes from. And so that who's in the driver's seat, who allows you to be in the driver's seat, who covers you, who protects you, who leads you. So yes, I've been talking a lot about care for self and self-centered care and self-centered care first and inner peace. I don't see it separate from the Creator God. The direction and instructions to take care of ourselves are clear and direct. We are made in God's image. We have been given a guide to follow with every needed example in it, in that guide, including a guide or an example or direction that tells us to set aside a day to rest. And when we seek the answers or ask the questions, the needed directions or prescriptions is provided. Just seek, just ask. The answer's there. What we need is already built in us. The mechanics is already there. Sometimes it's for us to learn how to use it, how to recall it if we forgot, if we used it before and put it aside. Think of it as getting on a bike and learning to ride, or getting back on a bike after a long time of having ridden and having recall and riding again. So this has been day 17 of Fluid Chronicles, my Florida journey. I'm just sharing moments and thoughts within my day. I'm using this platform just as a transparent outlet. It's become my verbal journal. I'm grateful for the space to release a little through it. And I'm glad you're on this ride with me. So thank you. I'll be back tomorrow. Continue with me. Let's see what comes out of it next. Let's see what comes up next. Maybe I'll have a mama story for you tomorrow. Or before the week is out. I'll share something about mom. Again, I'm in Florida as a co-caregiver for my mom, who's 85 years old. And so that is the basis or the reason for this Florida journey. It's not a vacation. It's fulfilling a responsibility. And so this has become one of my outlets to release, to share, and to pause and move away. So I thank you for allowing me to do this and joining me. So look for me. Look for me on Iris's Share Nuggets, Drop a Nugget series podcast on Spotify, Anchor, or your source of podcasts. You can look for me on Iris's Share Nuggets group or Queen Irie Writers Corner on Facebook. Also find me at Queen Irie on other media sources. And thank you for tuning in. Until tomorrow. Peace. One love.